Yeah. Thank you very, very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel for yet another fantastic video. In this video, we are going to look at several issues. You know that the UEFA Champions League is ongoing this particular week 2. Yes, the Champions League is ongoing. The round 2 of the UEFA Champions League, and some of the Black Stars players played yesterday. Some will also play today. We are going to discuss the players' performance with you and how good our players were on the day. In fact, Salis Abdul met with Thomas Partey's Arsenal and then beat them. Yes, yesterday I was saying that Arsenal will win, but they didn't win. In fact, they lost. Double chance, right? They didn't get. But it's just football. That makes football very beautiful. We are going to talk more about that, and then we will talk about our main issue: the United States of America versus Ghana Black Stars in an international friendly game upcoming this particular month of October. We are going to discuss that with you. You know that I brought my probable or possible squad that Chris Hughton is likely to call up for the game versus United States of America. I brought that in my subsequent video, and my viewers are asking a lot of questions. Why is Baba Rahman still in the squad? Why are we not calling certain goalkeepers? Why is it that the same number of goalkeepers? Why is Mediema left backs not in the squad? Why? They're asking a lot of questions, and we are going to answer all of those questions in this video and then bring you more updates and news about that particular game versus the United States of America and Mexico. We are not only playing versus USA, we are playing versus Mexico too within the same period. So do well to like this video, subscribe to the channel. That's how we do it here. If you come, you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, you hit the notification bell, and you select or leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much. So you see, let's talk briefly, maybe 1 minute 50 seconds, about the Black Stars players in the UEFA Champions League, and then we can talk about the other issues. Okay, good. Thomas Partey was fit yesterday. In fact, he was on the bench for Arsenal Football Club as they took on Lens in France, and Arsenal lost 2-1. Yes, Arsenal in fact scored the first goal, but then Lens came back from a goal down to win the game 2-1 in the second half, and that was how things went for Arsenal. Very I just don't know how to describe it, but it's a disappointing result for Arsenal and the followers of Arsenal, because look, this is a team you at least draw the game, at least draw the game. But then during the game, Arsenal had a very bad news in the sense that Bukayo Saka got injured, and Mikel Arteta after the game said that the injury is really not looking good, so it may be a very bad injury. But that is what Mikel Arteta is saying, and that's the situation with Bukayo Saka. They've not yet revealed the number of days he will be out. Is that not it? Yes, but that is the situation, and we will see how things go with Bukayo Saka. But Thomas Partey sitting on the bench, not so much, because he's just coming back from injury, so you don't want to rush him. But then the very good news is that he trained with the team, he traveled with the team to France, so it means that he's cool, he's good, and maybe in the weekend game versus Manchester City, Arsenal will give him some minutes to play for Arsenal. But that is Thomas Partey's news on when it comes to his injury and everything. Salis on the other hand had a very good game for Lens. Played 90 minutes, had higher ratings, was very good. In fact, if you watch the game carefully, he nearly scored, but then he couldn't keep the composure and everything to put the ball at the back of the net. Salis Abdul, very good, and after the game he reacted to the news, the game, that look, it was a very great night for them, Lens, and that is very good on their part. So that's how things went for Lens and then Arsenal. Salis Abdul, Ghanaian on the other side, as well as Thomas Partey on the other side. Today another Ghanaian will be playing. In fact, yesterday Forcing Amankwa played for Salzburg in their 2-0 loss at home to Real Sociedad. He is also a Ghanaian, and he is a very instrumental part of Salzburg's team, and he's doing very well. In the UEFA Champions League they are playing, and they are also doing not so well, but then it's cool. So Forcing Amankwa was another Ghanaian on the other side. Today Osman Bukari will be playing versus Young Boys in the UEFA Champions League. You all remember that in their first game versus Manchester City, Osman Bukari scored the first goal for Greven Crvena Zvezda, and that's Red Star Belgrade in Serbia, when they lost 3-1 to Manchester City. Yes, they scored a first goal, but then Man City came back to win the game. So that's how things are. So Osman Bukari, can he score another one versus Young Boys, or what will be the situation? We will monitor, and whatever the news and updates are, we will bring you on this channel, Sports 7GH. That's why you have to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave your thoughts and comments below, hit the notification bell, so that anytime we drop a video, you'll be the first person to have the video. Now let's talk about the United States of America friendly game versus Ghana Black Stars. If you've not heard, will be playing versus the United States of America on the 17th of October 2023. So barely some 2 weeks to that particular game. Next weekend is when the game will be coming on. Now the official squad for the game by Chris Shooting hasn't yet been released. Maybe at the end of the weekend or so, or beginning of next week it will be released. But then, as a fantastic and lover of football, lover of the Black Stars, lover of Ghana football, I just decided to predict what Coach Chris Shooting would have as a squad. So in my previous video, if you go through my videos, just the video before this one, you will see that I've predicted from the goalkeepers to the striking department the number of players, or the players Coach Chris Shooting is likely to call. It is not the players he has scored, it's likely to score. It's just a prediction. If you leave it to me that I should do my own squad, maybe I will do it different from what Chris Shooting will do. But we are trying to think like Chris Shooting and then predict what he wants to do. So that's what we were trying to do. Now, in as much as I'm giving shout outs to my fantastic viewers, I am also trying to answer some of the questions they brought here. Okay, so who is this? Phobia Exclusives, good video as usual, thank you. And then what? Oh my god, let me see. All right. So Bafira Jacob, he says the amazing one. Okay. And then Paul says that Kudus should learn how to distribute the ball and not to be keeping it for long. Of course, very, very important advice for Kudus. Mohammed. Richard Wilson says that blessings, sir. Okay, thank you. Abraham, is that not it? Abraham says, I just love your presentation, and okay, thank you. Bright, thanks, Shiva. Okay, and then also let's go through user. Okay, it is Jacob from Natunia and Navrongo says that God bless me. Okay, to God bless you. And then he says the defenders, where is Derek Cohn and where is Thomas Asante? Awusenya Jacob. Is that not it? Good. Now, this is a very important question. Where is Derek Cohn? Is a left back. I've talked about him several times on this channel, playing for Hannover 96. He's doing very well for himself in the second Bundesliga. Thomas Asante is also a striker for West Bromwich Albion. He hasn't yet switched nationality to Ghana, but then if he's scored up, he can represent Ghana Black Stars. But the thing is that where is the position for them? There is no space for those two players. There is no space. Now, in the left back position, even right now, people are making a case for Mediama left back, Fatau. Is that not it? And then there is also Baba Rahman, there is also Gideon Mensah, and the coach, the two best left backs, the coach thinks is best for Ghana. It's Baba Rahman and Gideon Mensah, whether we like it or not. So until a certain time that the coach decides to say that, look, I'm calling another player, and this player will be a mainstay or will be a key player when it comes to the left back position. If I'm predicting a squad, I will still mention Baba Rahman and Gideon Mensah. It's not because of me, but because of the coach, what the coach is trying to say. Apart from our goalkeepers, all the players be solid. Okay, thank you. That is Andrew over there. Also, it's like Trey is not fully fit. Of course, it's not. Sorry to him. And then Samuel Yeboah, big shout outs to you. Samuel has been watching the video and then commenting. He says that the last time I didn't give him shout out. He said Majid Ashimeru's injury hurt me the most. Okay, cool, Samuel. And then Anekwia says that please, you guys should convince the coach to call Benjamin Tepete. Absolutely fantastic player who is doing very, very well. And yesterday I commented saying that to Nana, because look, he's doing very well in Bulgaria for Ludogorets Razgas in the UEFA Europa League as well as India League. He's a captain of the side. He has won the best foreign player in the league countless times and doing very well for Ludogorets Razgas. But you see, the thing is that when you talk about the wingers of the Black Stars, we have a lot of wingers in mainstream Europe. You know, Bulgaria is not mainstream Europe. Mainstream Europe, England, Spain, France, Portugal, you see those Europes, Belgium, mainstream Europe. But Bulgaria, you see, so when you have Joseph Pins, when you have Kamaldeen Sulemana, when you have Fatawu Ishaku, even Fatawu Ishaku isn't part of the squad. Maybe he will not be part, he will not get a call up, but he's at Leicester City Championship. Kamaldeen Sulemana, you have Jordan Ayew, you have a lot of wingers, quality wingers. So how many wingers can you call? So that's absolute reason why Benjamin Tepete is not getting the call up like he should get. I understand anyone who will say that he should be getting the call up. Yes, we can try him, especially in a friendly game like the USA one. But you also should understand that this is a game that the coach wants to do something with the team. Okay, he wants to try something, so he will call the core people, the key people he likes. No, that's the players you call. Boss, please, is the day are you having a club now? No, he's not having a club. Still, the Black Stars coach captain is not having a club. Chred Daniel brought this one. The day are you is not having a club, and that is the sad part. Our Black Stars captain still without a club. Still, I thought that by now Senior Man would have signed with a club, but he's still without a club. He says that he will not go to Saudi Arabia. He wants mainstream Europe. There was a deal that he was going to sign for Faith Karagümrük in Turkey, but then that deal fell off because the Ayew was demanding a lot more money, and so the captain of the Black Stars is still without a club. But the fact is that whether or not, until he says he retires, I'm not sure Coach Chris Hughton will have the balls to say that I will not call the Ayew. Obviously, he will call the Ayew. If I am calling the players, maybe I'll call him, but then I'll not let him play any of the games. So that is the situation with the Ayew. He still has no club, and then we will see how things go over there. Now, Roxanne Sapon says that Baba Rahman don't deserve any call up. So what about the left back Mediama guy? He did very well against Liberia. Very true. In terms of the Mediama left back, but I don't agree that Baba Rahman don't deserve a call up. He deserves a call up. You are playing for Mediama, you say that you are doing very well. Baba Rahman is also doing very well for PAOK FC, and when it comes to the Black Stars too, the technical team in charge of the Black Stars, they are happy with him. It is not me, Kingsley. It's not me, Sports 7J. It's not me. But it is the technical team. They are happy with him, and they will call him when he's fit. So that one there, it is a big question for the coach. But I agree with anybody who will say that we should give the Mediama left back another chance again to play for us. In fact, in addition to all of that, they've qualified for the money zone of the CAF Champions League, the group stages of the CAF Champions League, and that's very good for them to qualify. So maybe we should give him that chance again, but that is how things are. Derek Osei Bonsu has been also commenting on the post. Thank you very much. Kimberly says over. Thank you, Kimberly. Edwin Lamptey, please don't talk down about the players. Very important one for me. There is nothing wrong with Edmond Ado. Did you really watch his performance against Liberia? Yes, I did watch his performance, but he wasn't so impressive for me, and he hasn't been impressive. That's the fact. If you watch Majid Ashimeru, how Majid Ashimeru plays that same position very well, and if you watch Baba Idrisu, how he came in and he also played that position very well, and we still have Salis Abdul, and we still have Elisha Owusu. So if we have all these players, look at the players I've mentioned: Majid Ashimeru, Salis Abdul, Elisha Owusu, Baba Idrisu, plus Thomas Partey. 5 quality players, these players, and you still say that Edmond Ado should be called up. How can you go? If these 5, no, all of them will not be called. Though. All of these 5 players I've mentioned will not be called. So why should Edmond Ado be called up again? Where is Jonathan Sowa? Yes, that's the Black Stars captain. That is also Kofi David. Jonathan so also not in the squad per the things we are hearing, because of course he is he's doing well for himself at Mediama, but the number of players to call is also the problem. Why is Baba Rahman always in our squad? I've already mentioned that. Felicity Opoku, big shout outs to you. Is Frederick Asare, Felix J, Wrexham third choice, and Sheffield United third choice? Are they also no goalkeepers? Why are you guys not talking about those goalkeepers? Okay, so you see, the Sheffield United is a third choice goalkeeper. He's good. He's with the the under 23 of the Ghana team. He's doing very well for himself. But that's the same answer I'm giving. The preference of the coach. It is not me. If it is me, I would have called that Sheffield United third choice goalkeeper, the under 23 goal. Because look, if we had any goalkeeper apart from him in the English Premier League, we would have been calling the goalkeeper, whether or not the goalkeeper is starting. We would have been calling the goalkeeper, but because it is him, his name has escaped me a little bit. But because there's that particular Sheffield United third choice goalkeeper, we are not calling him. But it is just what it is. It is the preference of the technical team and not me. You are not a member of the technical team. How on earth could you come up with a review team? Don't destroy your good work with such information. Thank you very much for your concern, Stephen Kumaga. Thank you very much. But the thing is that I'm still doing my good work. Oh, it is not me. I'm still doing my good work and I'm not destroying it. I'm just trying to think like the coach. You guys are not serious. Chris Money, that's what he said. I don't know why, but we are very serious here. Why the Baba Rahman cry? Why? Hey, Baba Rahman. That is also coming from Samuel Boafo, and then also Benjamin Tepete and Anekuya agree again, and then Samuel Yeboah, okay, and then Robert Okan say, hey, Baba Rahman again. Yes, Samuel Yeboah again, Bright, and then who again? Yes, okay. So that's it for the questions and surprising names that I decided to respond to. I hope I've convinced you, or I don't know what I've done, but then let me know your thoughts, comments, views in the comment section. I'll give you the shout out in the next video, so subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select all. Definitely I'll see you in the next update. Thank you very much for staying. Bye bye.